It's a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the home of the Big Orange Nation. Massive Neyland Stadium, home field of the Tennessee Volunteers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a playoff team from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Brooke Street. Let's get this thing underway. Secures the recovery.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Split backfield here. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with a first sack of the game.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. He escapes the pocket. Just gets it away, taking a shot. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field and they'll go for it. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Pulls it in. Beats Jackson. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for him.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Clean to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Formation. That play moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
Grab down the middle. It's Hilton. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. A direct snap. Look out, room to run here. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. And he's corralled just short of the line of scrimmage. It'll be credited as a sack.
Now, this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. He's got the first down and still motoring. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again?
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You've got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Well, Yeah, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks through a tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. Oh, they stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking deep downfield to the left. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Vols.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field and ready now for the 2nd period. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they were on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Breaks into open space. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. He hands it off from the gun. Has the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. The receiver grabs it. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking a sack there.
It's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking to pass here on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. It's caught. They made the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Design quarterback run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Let's it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Can you say methodical? A marathon march crew just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, what a cut, and still going. Breaks into the clear. At the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Oh, my. received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Down he goes. It's a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to see a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that 1st down marker. Instead, we got a 4th down decision.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the 1st down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. He's looking deep here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The pass rush closing in. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to get the second half going. The turn begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Looking for a fast start. Trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line. Second down after that run in the previous play. Wants to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw here. Quick throw to the left side. And it's intercepted. He's stepping in front of that bullet.
Chris, it's back-to-back drives now that this offense is throwing interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Tennessee, as they put 6 more on the board.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Surprise, you're in a hole here. They've given the football away each of the last 2 possessions. A screen to the wide receiver, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up next.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple. They'll
try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Picks up the first, looking for more. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, most of these counters, you need the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, I think you go with the safe call here with the out route. Quarterback's comfortable with that. I would have loved...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm that, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover two, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. With the catch, it's Jackson. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. And the Volunteers will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. He lets it go. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now to 21.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
And it's a direct snap. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? As we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Vols.
zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Hilton. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
There's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and all
looking deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. The 20, at the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers.